This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. The Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Oof, and after that pick 6, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last. Coming out aggressively. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That's caught. It's McIntyre. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside.
To throw, it's Arnold. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Florida. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
And they got him for the sack. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
A little screen to the running back. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down and still not quite enough to move the chains. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Burks. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one. Oh, he wants it all. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that they tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day. Trying to pick out that ball through a deluge of rain, and he missed it.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Too much contact after the fair catch signal, and it'll cost him here. Offense set on first down. Handoff to the single back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working.
And he's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mitchell. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Got a man. It's Sharp. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point... Lead out a little further. Atop of the fedora. A hat trick. And we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, and these guys get these in high school and Little League. My goodness, to do it at the college level, you already got 3, and it's just the first half. I think he's in for a pretty good day.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese,
and the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This time he's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking for the score. And he will take it in. Touchdown Sooner. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Get that touchdown right before the half. Build the momentum. And the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for 1 final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Arnold.
Been calling a lively one from Norman so far. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Simmons.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Adkins. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They move the tight end all over. They'll run play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And
he did it with ease.
He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays.
Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Pop. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the...
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. Turns it on in midfield. Off he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the pummeling has started.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. This offense has a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Obliterates him, still on the move. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Cobb. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Running it back, it's Burks. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly. Wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Sooners get enough to move the chains.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. It's reverse. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game. One of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
2-9 Philly.
They want that clock to run. They get him down. Top run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
3rd and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the first down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still
the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.